Taurus is often seen as the embodiment of patience and calm, a steady presence rooted firmly in the earth. Yet beneath this tranquil exterior lies a depth of emotional strength and resilience that few truly grasp. Their loyalty runs deeper than most, anchored by a heart that gives fully and trusts cautiously. This grounded nature makes them the most patient sign of the zodiac, until betrayal strikes. When that happens, everything shifts. The calm surface cracks to reveal an unshakable force of will and a resolve that offers no second chances. They do not react with chaos or drama, but with a quiet, powerful transformation that changes everything you thought you knew about them. Their way of handling betrayal is not loud or obvious, but it is profound and lasting. In this exploration, you'll uncover 20 hidden truths about Taurus, traits that reveal the sacred loyalty they offer and the boundaries they fiercely protect. Some of these insights will make you rethink how you view trust, while others will show you the silent ways Taurus guards their heart. Prepare to dive deep into the emotional world of Taurus, where patience meets power and love is both steadfast and fiercely protected. This is the story of why you should never betray a Taurus. Taurus is a sign often admired for its patience and steady nature, yet this surface calm is a mere glimpse into a much deeper and complex emotional world. Their grounded nature is tied closely to the earth, a symbol of stability and endurance, which grants them a remarkable ability to withstand life's storms without losing their center. However, patience, no matter how vast, is not infinite. When trust is broken, the shift within a Taurus is profound and often irreversible. Their response to betrayal is not marked by loud confrontations or dramatic outbursts but by a silent, almost imperceptible change that resonates far deeper than words can convey. Memory for a Taurus functions much like the earth itself, solid, enduring, and unyielding. They do not simply forget the moments when their trust has been compromised. Instead, those experiences are etched into their emotional landscape with the permanence of stone. This retention is not a mechanism of punishment but a way of protecting themselves from future pain. The subtle withdrawal they enact after betrayal is a protective barrier that shields their heart from further harm. They might continue to wear a smile, and interactions might seem unchanged on the surface. But the emotional distance grows quietly, almost imperceptibly. This slow retreat is often misunderstood by others, who mistake it for forgiveness or indifference, but for Taurus, it is a deliberate and lasting boundary. The love Taurus offers is something rare and sacred, given fully and with great intention. It is an affection not displayed with flamboyance but shown through constant, reliable presence and thoughtful gestures. Their love is action-based, steady, dependable, and deeply rooted in the small things that make a difference. When Taurus commits emotionally, they do so with their entire being, weaving a fabric of loyalty that feels like a safe haven. This kind of love demands respect and reciprocity. It is not something they give lightly or without caution. Because of this, when betrayal occurs, the pain cuts deeply. The wound is not only of broken trust but also of lost potential, the slow unraveling of a bond that once felt invincible. Taurus does not make a show of heartbreak, but the loss is felt intensely and reverberates long after the relationship ends. Trust for a Taurus is the cornerstone of every relationship. It is something earned slowly and guarded fiercely. Their approach to trust is pragmatic and grounded. It is built through consistent actions rather than empty promises or words. This cautious, deliberate process ensures that when a Taurus places their trust in someone, it is genuine and resilient. Yet, once this trust is violated, the fracture is often permanent. Betrayal disrupts the very foundation of the relationship and alters how Taurus perceives the other person, sometimes irreparably. They do not need to express their hurt loudly. The shift in their demeanor and emotional availability speaks volumes. Their withdrawal is not a temporary punishment but a sign that the bridge of trust has crumbled, leaving a gap that is rarely bridged again. The emotional transformation that occurs when a Taurus feels betrayed can be swift yet deeply impactful. While they are known for their warmth and steadiness, this does not imply weakness. In fact, Taurus's capacity to shift from softness to coldness is a testament to their strength and self-respect. When their trust is broken, the warmth that once defined their interactions can vanish in an instant, replaced by a cold detachment that serves as a protective shield. This change is rarely explained or justified to others because Taurus communicates more through presence than through words. The shift is felt in the silence, the lowered gaze, and the absence of engagement. This emotional switch is final and signifies a profound realignment of their emotional boundaries. Once flipped, the version of Taurus who loved without reservation ceases to exist in that relationship, not out of cruelty, but out of a fierce commitment to self-preservation. Moving beyond the initial shock of betrayal, Taurus's emotional world begins to show its complex layers. The shift from warmth to coldness is just the surface of a deeper, more calculated process that unfolds quietly within them. They are masters of emotional self-protection, and their instinct is to guard their inner world fiercely against further harm. This protection doesn't come with loud declarations or drama. Instead, it manifests as an invisible but impenetrable wall that gradually isolates them from the source of their pain. The subtle withdrawal is deliberate and profound, a way for Taurus to reclaim control in a situation where trust was shattered. Unlike more reactive signs, Taurus's emotional retreat is permanent and unyielding, ensuring that their heart remains safe even if it means walking away without a fight. This emotional distance is not always easy for those around them to detect at first. Taurus is often so steady and composed that the change can be mistaken for mere quietness or introspection. Yet, what seems like silence is actually a powerful statement. Taurus's decision to emotionally block someone is a boundary drawn with precision and care. They don't seek revenge, nor do they wish to hurt others with their withdrawal. Their actions are born from a need to preserve inner peace and sanity. This form of emotional self-preservation ensures that once a person crosses the line, Taurus no longer invests energy or feelings in that connection. The silence they create is absolute, leaving no room for negotiation or second chances. It's a protective mechanism born from deep wisdom and a desire to maintain stability above all. Underlying this emotional defense is an acute sense of observation and intuition. Taurus's grounded nature makes them highly attuned to subtle shifts in behavior and atmosphere. They notice details that others often miss, changes in tone, body language, or inconsistencies in words. This vigilance is not a result of paranoia but a reflection of their cautious, analytical mindset. They gather these small pieces of information quietly, building a comprehensive picture that guides their decisions. When something feels off, Taurus doesn't rush to confrontation. Instead, they step back and watch. This patient observation allows them to confirm suspicions and prepare emotionally for what might come next. Their keen insight into human behavior means that betrayals rarely take them by surprise, as they often sense the shift long before the act itself. This power of emotional memory and deep observation is intertwined with a remarkable ability to archive feelings and experiences with vivid clarity. Taurus doesn't merely recall facts or conversations but remembers how situations made them feel, carrying these emotional imprints with them like treasured or scarred heirlooms. This capacity for emotional memory means that betrayals are not just events but become embedded in their very being. Even if they seem to have moved on externally, the emotional weight lingers silently within. These memories shape their future interactions and relationships, making them more guarded and cautious. The emotional imprints serve as a protective map, guiding Taurus away from situations or people that might cause similar pain. In their pursuit of harmony and stability, Taurus is intolerant of chaos and emotional turbulence. Their life philosophy revolves around cultivating peace and order, and they invest significant effort in creating environments that reflect this ideal. When chaos, whether in the form of drama, lies, or emotional upheaval, enters their world, Taurus's response is not to fight or argue but to withdraw. Their instinct is to remove themselves from the source of disturbance rather than attempt to fix or control it. This detachment is a form of self-respect and preservation. Taurus understands that their peace of mind is priceless, and they are unwilling to sacrifice it for any relationship or situation. This prioritization of inner calm means that once they perceive instability, they gradually distance themselves, often before others fully realize what is happening. Their renowned patience, which is often mistaken for complacency, is in fact a carefully balanced trait that protects their emotional well-being. Taurus will give chances, wait through tough times, and invest time into nurturing relationships they deem worthy. Yet, this patience is not boundless. It is measured and finite. When boundaries are crossed repeatedly or when the depth of betrayal is too great, their patience reaches its breaking point. Unlike impulsive reactions seen in other signs, Taurus's breaking point is subtle but absolute. It is not marked by anger or outburst but by a calm and deliberate decision to disengage. This silent but firm exit signifies the end of the line, the closing of the door on what once was. Their ability to endure is profound, but when endurance ends, so too does the relationship. Taurus's dignity and pride influence how they handle hurt and betrayal. They are not individuals who seek validation through loud complaints or emotional displays. Instead, their pride manifests in quiet withdrawal and self-containment. When betrayed, they do not lash out but remove their presence, allowing their absence to speak volumes. This withdrawal is a dignified response that preserves their self-respect. It is a statement that they will not tolerate disrespect or disregard. Their pride is deeply connected to their sense of self-worth and integrity, and once compromised, it drives their decision to walk away silently but resolutely. The pain caused by this loss is often felt by others only after Taurus has moved on, leaving behind a void that words could never fill. Their ability to find peace in solitude further underscores their strength and independence. Taurus does not fear being alone. In fact, they often find comfort and restoration in solitude. This self-sufficiency means they do not rely on others for validation or happiness. When betrayal occurs, their decision to leave is not born out of desperation or need but from a place of self-respect and conscious choice. They know they can rebuild and thrive on their own terms. This independence makes their departure even more definitive because it is not a temporary withdrawal but a deliberate creation of a new, peaceful life without the source of their pain. Their strength lies in their ability to heal and flourish alone, embodying resilience without bitterness. Finally, Taurus's approach to justice and fairness shapes their response to betrayal in profound ways. They are not vengeful, nor do they seek to punish those who have wronged them through retaliation. Instead, they trust in the natural balance of cause and effect. Their belief in justice is rooted in the idea that actions have consequences. And these consequences will manifest over time, often through absence and emotional detachment. The removal of Taurus's love and presence from someone's life is a powerful consequence in itself, one that speaks louder than any attempt at revenge. This measured approach reflects their deep understanding of relationships and human behavior. It also illustrates how seriously they take loyalty and trust, holding these as sacred foundations without which there can be no lasting connection. Taurus is a sign that is deeply rooted in observation and awareness. Their eyes miss nothing, as they have a natural tendency to watch and analyze their surroundings with a quiet intensity. This is not born from suspicion or distrust, but from a profound desire to understand the true nature of the people and situations around them. They absorb the smallest nuances, shifts in tone, fleeting expressions, and subtle changes in behavior, building a mental map that informs their emotional responses and decisions. This careful attentiveness means that nothing slips by unnoticed. When something feels off, Taurus doesn't react impulsively but rather processes quietly, gathering evidence before deciding how to proceed. Their watchfulness is a form of self-protection, ensuring that their emotional investment is placed wisely. Linked closely to this keen observation is Taurus's remarkable emotional memory. Their ability to hold on to the feelings associated with experiences far outweighs the mere recollection of facts or events. Every act of kindness, every moment of betrayal, every nuance of love or hurt is archived with precision in their emotional consciousness. This deep storage of feelings serves as both a treasure and a burden. The positive memories form the foundation of their enduring loyalty and affection, while the painful ones become scars that influence their capacity to trust and love again. The impact of these emotional imprints cannot be understated, as they shape Taurus's future relationships and their emotional landscape. When hurt, they carry the pain silently but permanently, a reminder of lessons learned and boundaries redrawn. This preference for emotional security leads Taurus to value peace and stability above almost all else. Their ideal environment is one where calmness reigns and chaos is kept at bay. They are naturally drawn to order and predictability because these elements create the conditions for their well-being. Disruptions in this harmony, whether through conflict, deceit, or drama, are met with a strong aversion. Taurus does not engage with turmoil or seek to resolve it through confrontation. Instead, their response is to withdraw and distance themselves from the source of the disturbance. This distancing is not a sign of weakness but a deliberate strategy to maintain their emotional equilibrium. They understand the cost of chaos and choose peace as a priority, even if it means severing ties or walking away silently. The patience that Taurus exhibits is one of their most defining strengths, but it is a quality balanced with clear limits. Their capacity to endure hardship, to forgive, and to give second chances is considerable. They recognize that life's challenges and imperfections require time and effort to navigate and resolve. Taurus invests deeply in relationships and situations they value, often demonstrating remarkable forbearance and steadiness. However, this patience is not endless. When pushed beyond their threshold, when the pattern of disrespect or betrayal becomes unbearable, their response is a quiet yet decisive withdrawal. This breaking point is not accompanied by drama or argument. Instead, it is a calm decision to protect their own peace and well-being by ending the relationship. Their patience is a gift, but when it runs out, it leaves no room for reversal. Taurus carries within them a quiet but powerful pride. They do not seek validation through loud declarations or external approval. Rather, their pride manifests in dignity and self-respect. When wronged, they do not lash out or beg for acknowledgement. Instead, they choose silence and absence as their response. This withdrawal is a profound statement, signaling that their worth is not diminished by the betrayal but preserved through their dignified exit. Their pride serves as a shield, protecting them from further harm and preserving their integrity. It is through this silence that Taurus communicates their boundaries and values, demonstrating strength without aggression. This approach to pride is deeply tied to their sense of self and their unwavering commitment to honoring their own worth. The steadfast nature of Taurus extends beyond patience into a profound sense of self-reliance and independence. Unlike many who might seek comfort or validation in others, Taurus embodies an intrinsic strength that allows them to find peace and completeness within themselves. This independence is not a barrier to love or connection but a fundamental aspect of their identity. When betrayal fractures their trust, Taurus does not cling out of desperation or fear of loneliness. Instead, their response is rooted in self-respect and the deep understanding that their well-being cannot depend on those who do not honor them. This self-sufficiency empowers Taurus to walk away from toxic or harmful relationships without regret, knowing that their happiness and stability are their own to nurture and protect. Their ability to create a safe emotional haven within themselves speaks volumes about their resilience and wisdom, setting a powerful example of how to heal and grow after hurt. This inner strength also influences how Taurus approaches justice and balance. While they do not harbor vengeful desires or seek to repay pain with pain, they possess a clear and unwavering sense of fairness. Taurus trusts in the natural order of cause and effect, understanding that actions carry consequences that unfold in due time. Their method of dealing with betrayal is not through confrontation but through withdrawal, a silence that speaks more loudly than any words could. The absence of Taurus from someone's life serves as a profound message, a natural consequence that reflects the gravity of broken trust. This approach to justice is tempered by maturity and groundedness, illustrating that true power lies not in retaliation but in the quiet strength of walking away and protecting one's peace. Central to the essence of Taurus is the depth and sincerity of their love. Their affection is far from superficial, it is cultivated slowly and given with genuine intention. Every gesture of care, every moment of presence, and every act of kindness contributes to a foundation of loyalty and devotion that is rare and enduring. When Taurus loves, they invest their whole self, emotionally, mentally, and physically, creating bonds that provide comfort, stability, and unwavering support. This love demands respect and protection because it is a treasure, a sanctuary for both Taurus and those fortunate enough to receive it. The pain of betrayal is thus magnified not only by the loss of trust but by the shattering of this sacred connection. To betray Taurus is to damage something profoundly meaningful and difficult to replace, a loss that reverberates across time. Trust and honesty are pillars upon which Taurus builds their relationships. They hold these values with utmost seriousness, seeing deception as a fundamental breach that undermines the very possibility of connection. Even small lies or half-truths erode their confidence, introducing cracks in the foundation that are often impossible to repair. This intolerance for falsehood stems from their grounded nature and desire for authenticity in all interactions. Taurus's ability to sense dishonesty is acute. They perceive not only what is said but what is left unsaid or hidden. When trust is broken, the distance grows not just from the betrayal itself but from the recognition that the relationship no longer reflects genuine truth. The emotional toll of deception leaves Taurus cautious, guarded, and less willing to open their heart again. The unwavering loyalty of Taurus is perhaps their most admirable and defining trait. This loyalty is not given lightly but is a deep commitment that persists through time and hardship. Once Taurus dedicates themselves to someone, whether friend, family, or partner, their allegiance is fierce and enduring. They stand by those they love with unwavering support, often defending and protecting them even in their absence. However, this loyalty is reciprocal. It requires respect and honor in return. When betrayed, Taurus does not just withdraw affection but re-evaluates the entire foundation of the relationship. The severing of this bond is a profound loss, for Taurus's loyalty is as much a part of their identity as their strength and resilience. To lose Taurus's loyalty is to lose a steadfast ally, a guardian, and a source of enduring support. Finally, the ultimate consequence of betraying a Taurus is the loss of emotional stability that they uniquely provide. Taurus is not simply a companion or lover, they are an anchor in the storm, a steadying force that brings calm and security. Their presence offers reassurance and grounding in times of chaos, making them invaluable in the lives of those they care for. When that presence is withdrawn, the impact is deeply felt. The absence of Taurus creates a void where stability once reigned, leaving behind uncertainty and imbalance. This loss is not easily repaired because Taurus does not return lightly from emotional wounds. They have learned to protect their peace above all else. And once they leave, they rarely look back. The quiet strength that once supported others becomes a memory, a reminder of what was and what has been lost. This finality is a powerful testament to the seriousness with which Taurus guards their heart and trust. As we reach the end of this profound exploration of Taurus's nature, it becomes clear that this sign's strength lies in their unwavering loyalty, deep emotional wisdom, and fierce commitment to self-preservation. Their patience, while vast, has limits, and their love, while generous, is sacred and not easily given or regained once broken. Understanding these qualities not only helps us appreciate the depth of Taurus's character but also reminds us of the preciousness of trust and respect in any relationship. If you found this deep dive into Taurus enlightening, please give this video a like and share it with others who appreciate astrology's insights. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of the zodiac and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Your support helps us continue to bring valuable and inspiring videos, connecting cosmic wisdom with everyday life. Join the conversation in the comments below by sharing your zodiac sign and experiences with Taurus. Let's build a community that celebrates the stars and the unique energies they bring into our lives. Thank you for watching, and remember, honoring the loyalty and love of a Taurus is a gift that should never be taken for granted. Stay grounded, stay authentic, and keep shining your unique light.